Building it back up after its center came crashing down. It's been more than a year since the auditorium roof at Farrington High School collapsed. As KITV4's Laurie Amata reports, for the first time since then, many are taking a tour back in time today and taking a big step toward the future.
It was very eerie coming in here on that night. How still, and just seeing all that metal and roof over the seats, and it was just real bad.
How are you? How's it going? Good?
Thank you.
16 months later, Farrington Principal Al Carganilla and VP Ron Okamura are getting a second look at their collapsed auditorium, partnered with A New Hope.
Today we begin the process to, get something that the whole community is happy to get back.
In November 2012, only an hour before this auditorium would be filled for a poetry jam, heavy rain brought down the roof, one volunteer inside barely escaping tragedy. Months later, investigators determined an overweighted center truss ultimately caused the collapse.
When our structural engineers looked at it, they determined that the design was inadequate from the get-go. And the surprising thing for us is it stood up for 50 years.
So obviously major renovation needs to happen, including ripping out all these seats that were put in just a few months before all this happened. But the folks at Farrington have decided they want to save the last two rows in memory of what happened.
Kashiwai says the building's shell is still good despite being exposed to the elements. The guts will come out, and with a 50-year-old building, there's much to upgrade, from electrical to air conditioning. Back rooms now caked with dust and debris will become offices, classrooms, and a media tech center. And new seating will match the historic makeup of the old ones.
In 2015, it should be quite a grand opening.
Potential bidders had their first walkthrough too, the Department of Education allotting $12 million for the project so far. Bids open in April, demolition planned for October, with a goal of getting it done by July next year.
This place was very special for us. We're just waiting for everything to come together.
Laurie Amata, KITV4 News.
And Farrington High School is already in the middle of major renovations. One wing was redone 2 years ago. Now the auditorium, and the Department of Education has also allotted $6 million to renovate the school's athletic field.